when you're trying to convince someone to meet up, when you need your parents' permission for something, when you're in an argument, at a job interview, presenting a project, or in any kind of negotiation. Today, I'm going to tell you how to come out on top. Yes, welcome everyone. Recently, I made a video where I could barely be heard over the sound of cicadas. I'm sorry about that. I was in Datsa, didn't have much equipment with me, just bought a soda and ran into some technical issues. I couldn't express myself well, but now I'm back, speaking to you from a corner of my own home. Hopefully the sound is better now. Let's continue. Wherever I travel, I'll keep sharing this way, vlogging from wherever I go. But for now, we're here. And today, what I want to talk about is this: how to negotiate and win in any situation you might find yourself in. Convincing someone, getting permission, arguing effectively, applying for a scholarship, attending a business meeting, presenting a project, asking for a raise, you name it. I've done a lot of research on this topic. One key figure is Chris Voss, a former FBI hostage negotiator. When situations turned deadly, bank robberies, ransom demands, he was the guy on the phone, negotiating lives. Now he runs a company called Black Swan Limited, providing negotiation training. I also drew from Robert Mnookin's book Beyond Winning and other sources, plus my own experiences. And today, I'm going to tell you what really works. The first thing you must understand is that successful negotiation is not about overpowering the other person. It's about understanding them. When you get angry, when you become impatient, when you try to force your way through, all you're doing is sabotaging yourself. If you want to influence someone, persuade someone, or reach a healthy compromise, you have to understand them first. This is called tactical empathy. Tactical empathy means truly stepping into the other person's shoes. Understand what motivates them, what scares them, what they hope for. Build trust first. Only then continue the negotiation and finish it on your terms. If you master tactical empathy, you're already halfway to winning. Another key technique is mirroring. Mirroring means reflecting the other person's physical and emotional behaviors. If they lean forward, you lean forward. If they speak calmly, you speak calmly. Match their tone, pace, and even their last few words. It may sound simple, but repeating the last 3 words they say, or reflecting their emotions back at them, encourages them to open up more. For example, if they say, "This is very expensive for us," you respond, "It's very expensive for you." If they say, "This situation really stresses me out," you say, "This situation stresses you out?" It's almost like magic. People start talking more when they feel heard. The more they talk, the more information you get. The more information you have, the stronger your position becomes. People naturally trust those who listen to them, and trust is your greatest weapon. Another technique is labeling. Labeling means giving a name to what the other person is feeling. If they seem sensitive, you say, "You seem like someone who values fairness deeply." If they seem upset, you acknowledge it. "It seems like this situation really bothers you." By labeling their emotions, carefully and respectfully, you show them you truly understand. But don't rush. If you label too quickly, they might deny it. Let them correct you if needed. It's a way to let them feel in control while you stay in charge of the negotiation's flow. Another incredibly powerful tool is dynamic silence. In negotiations, silence is not a gap to fill. It's a weapon. After making a statement or asking a question, stay silent. Let the silence press on them. Most people feel uncomfortable with silence and will rush to fill it, often revealing crucial information without realizing it. Don't try to win negotiations by talking nonstop. You win by knowing when to speak and when to stay silent. Then there's forced empathy. In the harshest negotiations, like dealing with criminals, FBI agents use forced empathy. They put a victim's photo in front of the criminal and ask, "Do you realize what you did to this person?" They force them to see through another's eyes. In everyday negotiations, you can apply a softer version. Ask, "Do you realize how this situation makes me feel?" Or, Can you imagine being in my position right now? You gently invite them to see things from your perspective without confrontation. Another tool you must master is calibrated questions. Avoid direct accusatory questions like, "Why did you do this? How could you mess this up?" Instead, use softer, open-ended questions. Say things like, "I noticed you seemed upset when we discussed that. Would you mind sharing what's on your mind?" You're giving them space to explain instead of forcing them into defense mode. During negotiations, people naturally lean towards saying no rather than yes. No gives them a feeling of control. So frame your questions accordingly. For example, instead of asking, "Is everything okay?" you could say, "Is something bothering you right now?" People are more willing to respond honestly when they can say no. Another thing, always project calmness. Your posture, your tone, your energy, they influence the emotional temperature of the whole conversation. Stay positive. Stay focused on the outcome you want. You don't need to make grand declarations like, "You're absolutely right." You simply need to stay steady, empathetic, and goal-oriented. Another mistake I personally made for a long time was letting my emotions control me during negotiations. When I felt misunderstood or wronged, I would get frustrated, sometimes even combative. But anger clouds your thinking. If you want to win, you must stay calm, yes, no matter what. Think of negotiation like chess or tennis. Both sides want something from the encounter, but the one who stays composed under pressure wins. Culturally, many of us, especially in fast-tempered societies, struggle with patience. There's an old saying, "Start like a Turk, finish like a German, negotiate like an Englishman." It means start with passion, continue with discipline, and finish with diplomacy. Winning negotiations isn't about being the loudest, the fastest, or the most aggressive. It's about being the most aware. About staying emotionally intelligent even when emotions run high. About seeing not just what's being said, but what's being felt. And most importantly, it's about playing the long game. Never sacrificing your long-term goals for short-term emotional victories. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and support the channel. New series are coming soon, stay tuned. Much love to all of you.